Pioneer DJ DDJ 400N. So the gold version has an N on the end of its product name. On the back we have like a little bit of like a blueprint of the layout. Wow, awesome. Oh my god, look at this, guys, look at that. All right, this is really nice. Got the crossfader right here. Cool. All right, so just a little close up of our units. Got our pads, nice and jog wheel, very smooth. Tempo sliders, everything. Oh, that feels. The volume slider is also good too. Cool. And this is all your effects. Turning it on and off. The level of the effects and controlling. These are your EQs. So you got your low, mid, high, boosting it, decreasing it. Oh my gosh, that looks so sick. Whew. That looks so sick. Wow.
Let's roll.
Okay, I got this package. I don't know what it is. I forgot. I'm losing track of my orders these days. From the Federal Express. Anyway, let's open it up. Find out together. Huh. So as you can see, I ordered packing marshmallows. Right here. Check it out. They're grown straight from Japan. Marshmallow fields. That's right. You don't get any better packing marshmallows than these. Legendary headphones. Alright. Those in the game know what this shit is. This is that good shit. Right? Look at this. MDR CD 900. Woo! Sounds like the finest of all finest. Alright? You know you got that good shit when it comes in a baggie like this. Alright, guys? You know you got that good shit. Right? This ain't that mainstream shit. This is that fine shit. You know, I'm telling y'all, the finest of all the finest, right, is in this bag. So, past several hours, I've been listening to music on these Sonys, and any genre I throw at them sounds amazing. I bring the 10T4s with me everywhere. Great in-ear monitors. You know, I usually just listen to them because, you know, if I'm on the go with my MacBook, great to, you know, listen to like in a cafe or wherever I'm at with my MacBook. Of course, you know, cafes, chilling in cafes and whatnot isn't a thing in COVID times, but these are great. You know, these are also fairly neutral. And I'm also comparing them to my Philips SHP 9500s. You know, there's many reviewers love these headphones. Open back, good sound stage, some of the best headphones you can buy under $100, right? Most of the time you can find on sale if you look hard enough for $60. Also neutral, balanced, all right? They don't sound great with all genres, right? There's some areas where they're weaker. Some things are tinny, no pun intended with the tins, but you know, playing EDM in here, the lows and the bass are kind of tinny, right? You can, you know, once the bass drops and such, this thing doesn't really have bass either. When I put those bass heavy songs, low frequency songs here, it's robust. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, okay, if it's robust with these genres, let me play a different genre and see how it sounds. It might not sound great, you know, usually that's the case, right, with headphones. If it sounds good with bass, it's maybe stronger with the treble. That's a V-shaped signature, very popular amongst a lot of headphones. And, you know, the mids, right, vocals are weaker if it's a V-shape. So I'm listening to, you know, vocals, right, singing, pop music, chorus, crispy vocals, guys, crispy, and instrumental type of songs, rock music. I'm just like, what the hell? I think that's the secret right here. You know, these headphones have a 4 digital sticker, right? It's like when you have RGB on your computer, it increases your gaming skill, right? Or if you have a spoiler, if you have a racer car, you're automatically fast, right? You're a race car. It's classic, yet like timeless, right? I mean, sure, you look at these and you're like, man, these do not look like anything special, right? They look so thin, flimsy almost, but they're not flimsy. I mean, very good construction. And then you look like, I mean, come on. I know it's kind of dark right here, but with my lighting, but you look at these headphones, right? The SHP 9500s, and you're like, damn, these look like good headphones, right? Like, look how big this is and covers your whole ear. It looks comfortable. It is comfortable, right? And then you look at these little guys, and you're like, oh, this is not going to produce any good sound, but it does. It's wow. And then looking at the design, you know, the chamfered metal edge, because this part right here, this whole driver piece is metal, and man, wow, so good. Also, guys, I didn't buy these headphones for DJing. They're gonna be my new main daily drivers of just listening and everyday use for my setup. And then my current daily drivers, the Sony 7506s, these guys is basically the little brothers of these ones, are gonna be my DJing headphones. This is like the greatest example of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. This is already a masterpiece of a headphone. Masterpiece. 1987. Like, these are older than me. Like, and they still make them. Okay, so just organizing my knives a bit now that I brought my knife bag. And then now I have the, let's talk about the global Nakiri knife. And I just love the weight of a global knife, right? So industrial looking, perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Great knife, all right? So Nakiri knife designed to chop vegetables, prep them, and then the next knife I have is the Tojiro Gyuto. I actually bought a saya, wooden saya, to cover it up. VG10 steel, so it's not as hard as my Miyabi Mizu SG2, but it's still excellent. Right? 60 on the Rockwell hardness scale, which is great. It's got a Western handle. And if you guys didn't know, Gyuto translates to like a beef knife or beef blade. If you guys are familiar with gyudon, right, beef bowls, that's essentially what gyu means, right, beef. So the Japanese gyuto is actually, even though this is a Japanese style knife, it's a little bit more on the western side, just a more rounded belly. And then the gyuto is actually more slender, comes to a more finer point also, as you can see. So it's a little bit more slender, right? More slender and more straight. Slightly longer than a standard 8-inch chef's knife. So, and gyutos, even though they're originally made for beef. You could essentially just use them for anything, just like any other normal chef's knife. I just got a package earlier from Amazon, from Japan. It was expected to come October 22nd or early November, but it came in 2 days, which is incredible for something that came from Japan. It's my Yaxi pads for my Sony CD 900 STs. These are $50 pads, guys. $50 for ear pads, and you can see they came with like little I don't know, little flyers or whatever, and the pads themselves. So I'll put my knives away. So here's the stock pad from Sony, the Yaxi pad. Definitely more substantial and deeper, over ear design. What's interesting is the whole cup is made of antibacterial protein leather, and then the front of it is actually has two halves on the inside, right? So the front is same protein leather, but the rear is made out of Alcantara, which you guys know it's the same stuff that is used on car interiors, and that absorbs sound. So the front is going to reflect sound, and then the back absorbs it. Antibacterial protein leather, domed sponge, and then the two different materials on the inside. So interesting, very interesting. And I love how, see, so CD900 STs are the first headphones listed. 7506s are the second. Yeah, so definite upgrade, guys. I like the little red and blue accents to make it easier to distinguish the left and right sides. Like this wasn't enough on the headband. If you guys want to improve your headphones, definitely check out Yaxi. They make various other ear pads, different types and thicknesses and whatnot. And what's also neat is they're compatible with various other headphones as well. Lots of Audio Technicas, the popular M40X and M50Xs, various other Bayer Dynamic, Sennheiser, Pioneer, and cool. Again, they make so many different ear pads, all different types. Just look at the ones that seem suitable for you in your case, and yeah, these pads definitely improved the sound stage of the Sony CD900s. I mean, it was almost non-existent with these. I could wear them comfortably for a long period of time, but I know most people can't with the stock pads. So definitely adds comfort, and your ear just completely is just drowned in the ear pad. But awesome. I'm just spending some time right now to figure out what songs I want to add to a dance mix, and the thing is, if I do the whole mix, I'm gonna have to do it in a separate video instead of in the vlogs because of all the copyright issues and stuff. The DJ videos cannot be monetized, and so that's the reason why I have to separate them from my vlog videos and such. Or I might have to make a new account just for DJing mixes and music production. We'll get to that a little later. So I just have like Earth, Wind, and Fire September remix. Sounds very good. We got a Rhythm of the Night, Corona. Sounds very good. So I'm trying to get like songs around, the oldies dance music that has a similar mood, right? A similar feeling. Yeah, because you don't want to have two different tracks of a complete. I mean, you can if you can make it work, but a mix has to have a certain theme, a certain vibe to it, right? You don't want to disrupt it with some clashing genre of music. So yeah, I'm just trying to see what fits and try to mix it all together. This is going to take a lot of time just because I'm so new at this. A lot of learning to do. And back to what I just said earlier, music production. Why did I say that? Is because I ordered myself an Akai MPK Mini Mark III. Man, I finally just bit the bullet and was like, you know, this has been an itch of mine for so long. I've had the Mark II in my wish list well over a year, almost 2 years now, and I just never bought it. And so once the Mark III came out a couple months ago, looking at all the improvements, I was like, all right, I guess right now is probably the perfect time to get into making beats. Just growing up loving music of all kinds of genres. Just like food, it transcends borders, you know? Music is universal, food is universal, and they're both very subjective topics. You create, you make, you set a mood, a feeling when people experience these two subjects. And that's like the beauty of it all, right? It's just the arts, the creative arts. Yeah, I ended up ordering the all black just because it looks so slick. I know it's gonna get all the smudges and fingerprints and dust, but I'll just wipe it down. So yeah, awesome. The white one is cool too, but I believe it's sold out. Yeah, it's sold out right now. So honestly, I think the white one's the cleanest. This one kind of looks the most toyish. We're just gonna have to wait, and I just can't wait. I'm gonna be chopping some beats, you know, making my own beats, implementing them into my own DJ sets and mixes. So cool, you know, lots of things getting my hands occupied with, right?
Proof during takeoff. And you may now use your approved electronic devices. You'll find an electronic device policy on the in-flight topics.
Like an edge of a samurai sword, the mental blade cut through flesh and bone. Though my mind's at peace, the world out of order, missing then the heat. Life gets cold.